Welcome back to Puddins.fab Shop, and today we've got good news. Good news? We've got great news. Apparently we got great news. Warning, we're just having fun. If you take stuff too serious, this channel may not be for you, buddy. The great news is, if this video gets 500,000 views, there's a 59 Biscayne right back there in these woods. And if this video hits 500,000 views after we pull that up out of there, we're gonna end up doing a full build on this car and doing a giveaway on it. So, if you wanna help this video get 500,000 views, let me give you some tips and tricks to help that happen, guys. YouTube wants to see retention time. So the longer you watch this video, the more YouTube's gonna go, oh, people like it, and they're gonna recommend it to more people, and it's gonna help it hit 500,000 views. The way to make sure it don't hit 500,000 views is just clicking it 1,000 times with no retention time, because YouTube goes, well, no one's even actually watching it, and they don't recommend it to nobody. Just think, if she gets there, 1959 Biscayne, built by the one and only Puddins.fab Shop, could be yours. This car we had found doing some junkyard walk-arounds with the old truck guy, and I've been out here when this place was super green, and I could not even get to it. However, last time I was out here and this stuff was kind of dead, and I realized I could kind of belly crawl up to it. And that's exactly what I did. And from what I could tell from my belly crawl exploration, she's a pretty good car. Let's start cutting trees and figure out exactly what we've really got back in there. Tighten the chain on old Channing the chainsaw. Let's get to cutting. It may not look like fun to most guys, but I love running a chainsaw and crap like this. I could do it all day. I love it. I mean, this alone is fun. Then you sweeten the deal and say by the end of it, you get a sweet 59 out of it. I mean, it's a dream day at work. See, my goal here is to cut all this out. Then I'm gonna bury these cars, so if anyone wants to rescue them, they gotta work twice as hard. Yow! That's what you don't want sticking in your leg this whole time. Like I just pulled that one through my jeans and out of my leg. Oh, Channing! Ow! Ow! Come to find out, those will go through gloves as well. You ever do the javelin toss? Woo! We're getting to the good stuff. Let's see what's behind door number 1. Oh, I'm starting to see you, old girl. My. Mighty fine looking you are indeedy. I don't even know why I brought a chainsaw. I could have just ripped every one of these out of the ground. Plan of attack. We're cutting in a path from the side. Kind of the classic side attack. And I tell you what, I don't care if it is windy out. Sorry about the audio and still a little chilly out. Better be drinking you some water. Stay hydrated. It's a battle. Do you want it or not? Here we go. Time for the big reveal. All right, I'm not looking yet, not till I come back. Damn! All right, I still have not looked. Let's see this old gal for the first time. Woo, baby! As I was kind of hoping, nothing really too dented up or nothing. Maybe a little dent right in there from way back in the day. Nothing to be scared of. That kind of makes me scared. When I was crawling around this thing, the only rust I ever really seen was kind of back here on the deck lid. But seeing those leaves up there make me nervous. That's a good way to hold moisture, and moisture and dirt like that right there usually equals rust. So we're gonna hope that underneath there ain't no rust spots. What I'm seeing looks okay. I would not be surprised if when we get that deck lid open, if that area where it secures where your trim and stuff goes to, if that's rusted out. We hope not. Almost forgot one back here. You can kind of see the ass end of her too. God, she's looking like a car. Like a mighty fine blue patinaed machine she is. Speaking of rust and leaves, drip rails and stuff all look good. No rust around there that I can see. Oh, we could have the same deal going on up here. We don't want that. Oh, it looks like the hood closes just perfect. I'm liking what I'm seeing so far. Y'all see this thing? She's body dropped. If you don't know what a body drop is, that's when you channel something. Body drop, channel, same thing. This one's channeled all the way to the ground. Y'all think she's been sitting here a minute with Mother Nature? Ow, sticker, found it. So now all we got to do is work our way through the backside, which has some good sized trees too. We don't want that dragging down that side. And we still got to check that side. This side I could get eyeballs on. That side I really couldn't get a lot of eyeballs on. Hell, I only got 2. How many y'all think I was gonna get on there, huh? Careful, couple big ones. Couple big ones. Sheesh, careful. Don't scratch the paint. It's kind of cool as we cut into here. We start finding more cars. The Mercury wagon, looks like the door's in it actually. Black paint, killer patina on that. An old Studebaker. And luckily when they parked it, they did not put those frame horns into this Biscayne. Come to Papa. All right, I think we can do a little reveal here. See what we're working with. Oh, dang, trim fell off. Just put that back. I got duct tape in the truck, no big deal. We'll fix her up. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She's not rusted out. Starting to pit, looky there, but it ain't rusted out. Boy, howdy, we may be getting this one saved right in time. Dang it! That right there just took my high and dropped her to a low. Dang it, dang it, dang it. Literally cut these trees out last and find the only significant dent. Shit the bed, Fred. Yeah, put these trees back. Don't even want it. Yeah, looky here, guys. I knew her bezels was missing. This piece is missing, but look, knocked in, little crease, that body line. This fender's in bad shape. Dang it, is it in bad shape? The rest of it's pretty good. Looks like we might have a little rot down there on the little fender lip, not much. Well, that's disappointing, I'm not gonna lie. I had snuck my way in back here as much as I could get. And what's funny is I see some bare metal on this, like a strange amount of bare metal. And old truck guy, he's real good at stomping on stuff. I think he had stomped his way over here, so I don't know if he stomped on it and that brushed against it. I don't know if I stomped on it and it brushed against it. I'm not just blaming him. Woo, woo, woo. He's just built like a gorilla, so he's really good at stomping them. But I guess maybe we stomped on trees like those ones I just cut out of here, and they kind of leaned up right here and literally covered that dent where I couldn't see it. I mean, you can see where they were brushing. Yeah, I think we used the trees to hide the dent, so I didn't know that was there. Bummer. I'll be honest, no matter what, we've come this far. I think we got to at least pull it up out of here and kind of look up underneath it, see if the bottom's rotting on this thing. We really don't know. That's another half the battle. And she's dug down in here pretty good. Now, yeah, it's holding some moisture. Yep, so there's a chance she's rusted out underneath there. I kind of had a theory, and that's that this is really sandy. As you can tell, I can just dig that by hand. Both the few vehicles me and Zach's got up out of here, old truck guy, a lot of them ain't really been too rusty on the bottom. They've actually been like surprisingly solid. And I'm guessing this usually don't hold a lot of water. Just when it rains, the water hits the sand and whoop, goes away. That's my theory. I know no truth to it. I just made all that up. So with that being found, my heart being broke, I guess now all we gotta do is figure out if we can get her up out of here. Getting this up out of here looks like it's gonna be easier said than done. Best I can see up underneath there, even our control arms are sitting on the ground. So I brought us a couple boards, brought us a jack. Looks like we're gonna have to do some digging. Maybe try to get that popped up out of there. Oh, even brought us some rollers. We got this. One thing about the sand, she digs easy. Try to get her board underneath there. Got her jack to part of her frame. That's progress. She's coming up out of her hidey hole. Coming out of the old slumber, huh? You old dented fender. Good looking thing, you. We can definitely change that wheel. Now she's gonna be real good to me, so guaranteed these brakes are gonna be free. They're gonna just spin. They're gonna spin. See? I told y'all. Y'all thought I was full of it. I knew she wanted to play nice. Just a little bit. Try to make up for that dented fender. See if her lug nuts wanna play nice. Yeah, they do. Since those come off so easy, what you want to do is throw them in this dirt. Then all the grit from the sand and leaves will get up in there and it'll then mess up the threads for you. Oh, I see they only had 4 on it, huh? They believed in that classic saying, 4 doors, 4 lug nuts. She'll hold or she won't. Dang! Ain't even gonna make me beat it off there, huh? I'll beat it off. I did not. I'm just gonna swap this whip. Leave me alone. Ow. Leave me alone. Holy cow. Look at all that sand caked on there. Looks like we had a field rat hit up underneath there with a nest at one point. But I can see on the frame so far, I don't see nothing rusted out. That's good. Boy, I like ground that you can just dig with your hand. We're spoiled. And as long as we don't find no hibernating snakes or anything that was looking for them rats, we'll be in good shape. Woo! Some S10 wheels. Well, those from Camaras. They put them on a lot of stuff, probably. This will have her looking snazzy real quick. I think the bearings need lubrication. This plane, she just got the parking brake set. Little emergency brake drag, that's it. Please spin, please spin, please spin. We leave here, I'm going to buy a lottery ticket, damn it. Oh, they only had 3 on this side. That reminds me of that classic other saying. If she's got 3, leave her be. A shot of lube in her. Front is DUN. She done. Guys, I just realized we cut this car out where we could open doors. I haven't ever really seen inside this car because we couldn't get doors open. Well, this could get highly disappointing quick. Ooh, part of me don't even want to open it, but you've got to open it. No, I won't, but you gotta see what turd you're buying. Oh, I'd prefer mystery. All right, you talked me into it. Just playing. We ain't opening the damn thing. Oh, yep, she's opening good. Well, interior could look better. From what I'm seeing so far, the floors don't look plumb rusted out. That don't mean they're not. Could just mean I'm blind, you know what I mean? She rough. Headliner looks great. She's got the rear option, flip up back seat. Let's see, you put your mattress down there on a long road trip. And anyhow, the front Someone got my damn radio. Oh, great. Keys left on. Battery's going to be dead. Dash looks like it could be buffed out and salvaged. Steering wheel's pretty. I mean, a lot of this, trim-wise, stuff looks good. The rest got to the back trim a little bit. A little more sun was hitting back there. But as far as the build on this, guys, so if I do end up building this, it'll kind of be built like my wagon was, which is going to be pull the body off. We'll do a nice, fresh, clean chassis on it, except instead of getting lowered, this one will get air ride. I'm thinking white walls, air ride. Ain't made up my mind on drivetrain yet. We got a couple options on the board. Small block Chevy. And other than that, I think she's looking decent. I sent the picture of the whammied fender to Slick Fitty of OK Speed and Custom, and he's a metal shaping wizard. And he said, that ain't nothing, don't sweat it. I know what that means. One expensive metal shaping bill from OK Speed and Custom. Ka-chow. Shuts like she's practically brand new. We'll look at the rest a little later. How's that? And the back may be a little trickier to get to. I can see a little bit of frame hiding out right there. I don't know if we're gonna be able to get a jack in there though. Shoo! That sweet mama is low. If all else fails, dig. Like a dog with a fresh bone. Yep. Yeah, remember these cars are X frames. The frames are literally in the shape of an X. So I was hoping I could spot the trailer house. That's what I was looking for. The trailing arm mount, but it's kind of tucked way up in there. So we're gonna aim for the back. I was trying to avoid it because there's a tree root thingy mabobber right there. I got a shovel on a chainsaw. We'll be all right. Finding more rat's nest. I brought a couple smaller boards, so I'll try to sneak that up in there and we'll get her jacked up. I told you we'd get her. This one's only got 2 lug nuts. It reminds me of that classic saying, if you got 2, she'll get you through. At this rate, y'all know what that means, right? 4 on the first, 3 on the second, 2 on this one. The other side's only got 1 lug nut holding it. Whew, 1 more to go. Dang. I did not realize we didn't even have a wheel on this side. So I guess there's gonna be 1. Turns out there's none. It reminds me of that classic saying, if you ain't got at least 1, you ain't gonna have no fun. I found frame, Captain. Our top 2 studs here are in pretty good shape. Luckily the rust didn't get to them. The other ones, not so fortunate. I didn't show it, but on all these areas I dug, I did kind of do a taper on the sand. And I'm hoping it'll roll it up out of there and not just dig into it. I don't know the back's gonna roll though. I think she's gonna fight us. Yeah. All right, we're gonna look at strapping up. Probably gonna try to fish these through the control arms. I should have brought hooks. It's all right, we'll use what we have. As long as I can get that snake through there. Oh yeah, we can get her. Snake that through the other side. Kind of pull them even. Oh, my wife loves it when she sees me carrying a dirty hoodie over to the house. Well, they're ready to be tugged on. We're about to start tugging. I'm gonna have me a little lunch first. Y'all know that famous YouTube channel, Outdoor Boys? Been out here in the wilderness and eating snacks. I feel like Luke. Ain't that his name? Oh, they're so good. That's what he always says.
That is so good.
We're at a funky angle, but I'm just curious to see how bad it's gonna fight us. Let's do this. Never pulled at an angle like this before. little loober-doober on the rollers and stuff probably don't help or hurt nothing. Probably don't help neither. I know what you're thinking. Hey, Puddin', did you make sure your battery is charged? No, I did not. I like to live dangerously. Here you go. That strap has me nervous more than anything. Oh, she's moving some. I see the steering wheel spinning even. She is digging in. So I'm gonna get in there or lean through and try to turn on that. I think if we cut the wheel this way, we got a chance of popping her up out there. Don't worry, I got it. She's spinning. Get up out of there. Get up off that thing. Woo! It makes me feel better. Get up off that thing. Woo! Oh yeah. Yeah. We're looking like something. We're doing good, folks. I think the front's rolling. This side is. This side is as well. It did drive up out there. The rear, let's see. That one's rolling. Other side's locked up. 3 out of 4. We'll take it. Get up off that thing. Woo! Dented fender or not, I think she wanted to come home with us, guys. Call me crazy. I wanted y'all to see the booty of this thing. Oh, spanked my phone, clean out my pocket. Just because these cars look beautiful from behind, so you want to see it going. Oh, hold on. I don't want to put money on this, but that sounded like it started rolling a lot easier. So maybe this side freed up. Did you free up? The dirt in front of it says no. But it's starting to spin a little bit, says yes. She's freeing up. I knew it. I knew it. Hot damn, guys. When you're good, but sometimes you're better off just be a little lucky. Hell, she just gonna swing out on the main drag for us or what? Just turn right at old Brush Pile City. Looky there. Up out of the grave for the first time in who knows how many decades. Better be careful, she may just roll down into the trailer. Oh, I'm all joking. Look at that thing. It's literally rolling. I can't believe it. Imagine it just smashes the trailer. Look, it took the tension off because she's rolling forward. Oh, she's still coming. We would have lost money on betting on this. Hold on. Get you a wheel chock. Biggin. There you go. That'll stop her. All right, here we go. This is like going flawlessly. I shouldn't jinx myself. I shut up. Man, if it wasn't for that fender, today would have been an absolute grand slam home run, guys. I say that as I still don't know if it has rusted out floors, trunk, chassis, you know, just anything. I mean, she's practically gonna self-drive. She wants to load. All right, we look like we're good to hit this side. Oh, car's a little wide, ain't she? Told you I didn't charge the battery, but that don't mean I didn't come prepared. Only an uneducated man comes unprepared. And I'm not educated. I just keep a jump pack in my truck because all my crap's always broke down. That woke her up. She's on the trailer. We need to tighten her strap. Oh, how convenient. A proper wheel chock. Got her strapped down to the trailer. I don't want to lose these headlights going down the road. So we're gonna pull them off here real quick. Come on. I got her. Find our hood release here. Y'all, a little sneakaroo at this powerhouse. Me too. If someone come open the hood for me, we'd look. Oh yeah, she opened. Woo, straight 6, guaranteed to run. Distributor is missing. I'm sure absolutely nothing's got in there to help seize this thing up. Woo, dipstick not looking pretty. Maybe she'll surprise us. Be like the wheels, you know, or the brakes. Yeah, only thing gonna break is me trying to grunt that. Flexi hose, Mortski's favorite. Got a can of lube, so we might as well spray on these things before we try to close them again. I'll spray it all. Big or small, I'll spray it all. Hinges actually look really nice, don't they? Just a very small light coat of this will help, guys. It don't take much at all. You just barely spray any, and it'll work its way down in there, and it'll help it tremendously. Just a dab will do. Just a yabba dabba do. Just a yabba dabba do on the safety latch too. Ooh, that feels better. Hood latch that time, she may never open again. Hinge is still kind of, something's going on here. Man, we'll fix that in time. Well, now she's on the trailer. I guess we can check out the chassis. Could have done that way before we spent the time to strap it down. A lot of it looks like it has some dirt on it. But like I said, I'm not seeing any heavy rust, which makes me happy. Up in there's where I'm worried about. Let's just say I've had bad experiences in the past. So let's give it the hammer test. Let's give it the put sand in my eyeball test. Well, what I'm tapping sounds pretty good. Let me get a smaller dinger here, and I'm gonna go ding on it some more. All right, guys, I'm gonna say dinger tests passed. We got about a 3-hour drive home, so I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail. I'm gonna go pay those guys where I'm not committing very antique Grand Theft Auto, and then we'll hit the dusty trail. Three hours of driving, 4 hours of work, 3 hours of driving. Let's get this girl cleaned up. Is it getting hot out here, or is it just me? Playing, guys, just playing. Don't click off, don't click off. They're like, I'll watch you do a little pressure washing, but you get that damn shirt on right now. If you don't, I'm clicking off. Martha, show me how to unsubscribe from this fella. He's doing all kinds of shirtless washing. Guys, look at that nest, all the crap. All right, there's the main reason I wanted to actually wash it on the trailer, where I could get to some of that stuff a little easier. We still got the rest of the car to go over. I just got this one side done. There's still a lot left to do. It'll be easier to wash the actual car though with it off the trailer. Oh, she's a roller. Good now. Cindy unsubscribed me. This son of a strip teasing biscuit got a shirt off. Come on, baby. I mean, skid steers are cool and everything, but they ain't got the finesse that the Torolla has. You're not going to convince people with that wagging tail that you're taking a nap, dude. And that, my friends, is just a teaser. Let's spice her up just real quick. We're not going to buff out the whole thing this go around, I don't think. We ain't got time. In fact, I'm mighty fine running behind. We're going to get a dollop of our sweet patina century polish. And that blue really should come back to life. So let's please her and give you a little teaser. I mean, like nothing. Damn, I could buff this whole thing with my impact, I think. Oh, guys, oh, there's reflection in that. Dude, when you think about that, I think we're gonna do what we can today. I decided this morning we're gonna spice it up. We're getting spicier than my sexy pressure washing. Just play. That's not possible. Or is it? Mini truck mafia. Woo! Oh, damn, that's a cool. All right, we're getting distracted. We ain't got time to be distracted. Y'all know we keep good stuff in the back. Go. Not that. This. Go. To get frisky, we're gonna, I've got an idea. Come on. Here's what I'm thinking, folks. You may notice I left the steelies at the junkyard. Well, that's because they're 14s and we only had 3 of them. I actually prefer a 15 on the X-frame cars just because they're a bigger body. I think a little bigger steely looks better. These ones are like the Dorman part number. I think they're like 89 bucks a wheel. It's a clean wheel. I'm assuming they're new. I don't really know. We should see if a Chevy cap fits them. Now I know what you're thinking. Puddin', you've got something with patina and you've got something with steelies. We're real surprised. You should be, because you've never seen me build anything with steelies, patina, and caps. I know. But I tried putting that on there. It ain't wanting to fit the greatest it fits. It just acts like it may come off. And for us, that's okay. As long as, whoa! As long as these fit. And they do. Dang, they don't even look bad with that being silver, actually. Those are from like a 1960 Buick Invicta and whatever other Buicks there were, I think. Found that nice set of hubcaps cheap on the eBay. I think like 80 bucks got me all 4. We are going with the sexy cap. Those are 15s. The Impalas and stuff like that were 14, so we got to go a bigger cap. I think those are going to look good. And right here, we have the first ever set of brand new white walls I've ever purchased in my life. Wide white walls on this heifer. I've always wanted to put wide whites on something. This car's going to get it. And that's right, baby. Y'all want to see some budget air ride? You cannot budget air ride a car better than a 58 to 64 Chevy car, in my opinion. They have coil springs all the way around. You take coil spring out, you put airbag in. That's about as simple as it can get, folks. And I happen to have all the brackets and airbags here. Guys, let's pull this thing in here. Throw it up on the lift where we can see what we got. And then after that, I think we may just start hacking at the suspension. Now, obviously, when we go to do a full build on this thing, if we do, we'll actually rebuild ball joints, all that kind of stuff. For now, let's get this thing mocked up on some air ride if possible. I almost forgot. We got to scuff these and paint them black. Good matching steelies are hard to find anymore, guys. Finding a decent set. They're not cheap anymore neither. You spend 100, 150 bucks, 200 bucks. These aren't a bad price as far as being able to buy already a clean wheel. It also usually costs me about 200 bucks to have a set full sandblasted and painted. 250, I think he's gone up on me because everything else has gone up. So I don't think this is a bad deal because we can just do a scuff and spray them with some primer. And we're gonna go gloss black on these suckers. Scuff, 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 scuff. Shoo! These steelies got a drinking problem, so we're gonna feed her a little alcohol. Hey, I recently seen a comment asking how my drinking or not drinking's been going. This year's 4 years no drinking, baby. She's going good. We use that to get all, now, scrub the lip too. If you want your steelies nice and you're doing yourself a good important step, it's gonna be some good primer. I like this stuff right here, quality. Good primer ain't nothing without a good shake. Ole! Good shake really does help, guys. You men know what I'm talking about. And we want to be sure to get that lip since it's exposed and get some primer on it. And then look how good that stuff lays down to that. Nice. Woo! N-I-S-E. That is nice. Work it. Work it. Oh, there we go. Beautiful. Gorgeous. Looking good. Work it, girl. This stuff's expensive at about 20 bucks a can. But it lays down like real primer. You can't run this stuff unless you just hold in one spot. As long as you're moving, this stuff just lays down. So good. I mean, if you're ripping someone off and you're flipping a vehicle quick, sure, don't use it. But if you care about what you're doing, you may want a can. Now we are in a hurry, so I'm setting these out in the oven so they can bake. The stuff dries quick. Here's our first wheel we set out, and that's already dry to touch. We'll let those finish setting up. Let's get the car in here. Whew, going downhill is one thing. Going uphill, tow roller, activate. Hey! Ho! Hey! Ho! Can't believe CL thought I couldn't get over that rock. He said, quote unquote, I dare you to see if you can make it. Now, he did not say that. He said, you're gonna knock your oil pan out. And I said, well, we're gonna have fun trying. He didn't care I blasted through that, so don't get mad at me. He was in on it. Well, that guy's trying to fix your driveway and you're just messing up his work. He said, go for it. I said, let's knock the oil pan out, put some oil on this. We'll rock and chip it. You know what I mean? A little oil and chip, I mean. Here we go, big reveal. Let's see what's going on underneath this car. Now, from the inside, I could see some holes right here. Or from underneath it and from the inside, I've seen a little rust back here. That is not bad. Look at that floor support, inner rocker, another brace, another brace. Guys, that stuff ain't all rusted out. It looks to be in good shape. Look, floor pans all the way up to the toe boards. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Got some rat's nest in there I couldn't quite wash out. That full cross member this side. If y'all remember on the wagon, it was rusted out right here. I had to rebuild some of this, and we had to put full floor pans in it all the way to the back of the seat. We came back to this cross member. And on this one, it looks like our rear floor on both sides has a little bit of rot, but I don't see any in the front. What's that right there? A whole China start? maybe. So floor-wise, it looks like it wouldn't need no more than a couple patches. Back here in the wheel wells, where it all kicks up, our wagon, this was all rusted out. This is solid. Well, rear floor got us. There's that support's got a little bit in it. That one too. So it'd probably be best, yeah, it's all the way around, do that full floor pan. Then there's a little bit of rust started on this bottom quarter over here. My wagon has a little bit down there too, and I never fixed it. I'll be honest, it just wasn't blown out bad enough to bug me. In the corners of all this stuff though, guys, she's in pretty stinking good shape. The gentleman who owns Buds Salvage told me this one had been sitting there for 50 plus years. Never did pay attention to see what transmission it's got. Looks like she's got a 3 on the tray. And her old frame and stuff looks to be in pretty good shape as well. Hell, brake line, fuel line don't even look bad. Ball joint's practically brand new. Just grease it, she'll go. It's crazy the amount of grease and stuff that's caked on this thing. For a car this old that's been sitting that long, that low to the ground, I think we scored pretty good. Powder coat oven, dang, she's done. Now for color, we're going with a gloss black. Y'all know I'm a fan of this Duplicolor engine enamel. First coat, we're going light. Don't worry about full covering it. This stuff will run on you, but it's a lot less forgiving if you just kind of dust a coat like what I'm doing right there and let that set up. Here we go. Let's let this set up or start to set up. And with wet paint there, let's come over here and start taking stuff apart. That way we can kick a lot of dust in the air to go with all the dirt work dust too. All the particles make for a perfect finish on your quality paint job. With all of our wheels and tires pulled, I'm gonna start spraying our hardware. Our shocks and stuff, we're just gonna rip them off here. Again, this is just a mock-up of putting air ride on one of these. Now some of this stuff's in not so great looking shape. That up there's fine, but the stuff that's been back here, she's a little rusty and crusty. Lube it all. Before we rip this out, let's look at the factory suspension on one of these. You've got a 3-link setup. You got 2 lower link bars that kick out at an angle to the rear. You got your banana bar up top. They call that because it looks like a banana, I guess. You got a panhard bar to stop your side to side. And on your little lower arms, obviously we've got about a 3-foot tall coil spring that just helps this thing ride like an absolute dream. Tidy that up with some good quality exhaust, and what else could you ask for, folks? These are so easy to bag because you can simply take out your coil spring and put in an airbag. And I think that's what we're gonna tackle here first, is this backside. We'll remove those properly in the future. We'll take that. About 10 foot of extensions wiggled in there right. And you can get to those top bolts. Pull 2 bolts. Now it's ready to come off there. Support your axle. You got spring pressure on these, and those shocks is what was holding that from swinging way down. You pull them, she may shoot out there. Take your head clean off. Yeah. As we lower this down, we should get the weight off those springs, and they should just fall out of there. And I say that, but I ain't done one of these in a long time, so it may take a little remembering. May take a little prying. Oh yeah, she still just got a little spring tension on her. She's about to go. Come on over, baby. Extraction complete. Coil spring removal, success. This ain't really important, but I am gonna wipe all this sand off of here and dirt, where hopefully it don't fall in our eyes as we start messing with this thing. Time for another coat of black. We gotta keep this machine balanced, guys. Hop here, do this. Bounce there, do that. Oh yeah, that's laying down good. Laying down perfect. Bury these suckers in some gloss black and they're looking pretty G-U-D. Looks good to me. Opened up our box of goodies here, and guys, this right here is what makes it pretty well a bolt-in type airbag kit. These are your rear brackets. It's gonna bolt to the trailing arm. This goes up top. And then we got our front ones, our cups with our lower plates, got our airbags, got all of our mounting hardware. I got this from BC Fab. No, this is not a paid endorsement, okay? I don't even think it's worth trying to build that stuff, guys. The brackets are fairly cheap, like 150 bucks or somewhere around in there. You can get that whole kit with all 4 airbags, which are airlift dominator airbags, which I like to run anyhow. Mounting hardware, everything's like 450 bucks. It ain't worth building it. Yeah, that's easy to say when you got YouTube money. Back in the day when I built my 1964 Biscayne when I was very broke in the Air Force, I use this exact same kit because it's not worth your time to build all that, in my very humble opinion. Ha ha ha. Up front are our 2500 airbags. For the rear, we're gonna look at our 2600s here. Next thing we're gonna have to figure out is some air fittings, which I don't believe I have exactly what we need. So our rear cup here, as you can see, that'll sit there and just bolt on. We need to figure out some air fittings. Now we're just going for ball valves, guys. This right here where we can hook it up to some shop air, just be able to lift it up, then we can and let it down, whatever. I looked through my stash and we need some bushings to go from 3/8 to a 1/2 inch thread. So I gotta do a hardware store quick trip thingy run. 1/2 inch to 3/8 bushing, exactly what we needed. Our bracket will simply sit on there. Start your couple bolts, center up your little bracket, zap zap. Now these do come with pieces of all thread that usually you thread in there on your cup, and in the instructions it don't say anything about threading it into this pocket because there's clearly not a hole there. It just says to bolt that where our bump stock goes. Come on, come on. Ah, felt like I rounded it. Woo-hoo. She's coming, she's coming. She gone. Up next, we'll start our bottom bracket. And I kind of ran into a little issue on the other side. Let me show you. So these brackets, the best I can remember, and I looked it up, and sure enough, we're supposed to unbolt the parking brake cable clamp, and then it's supposed to bolt into that. But over here, I had to drill a new hole. You can see that clamp's way up there, and that's back there. So I'm not sure if that's because this is a 59, and you know, some stuff's a little different between them all. Some things are. 50 is a little different from 59. And then 59 and 60 are different from 61 to 64, just minor things. Now, I was just thinking maybe we need to go to an offset hole, but the problem is we have to base that off up here with our air fitting. This can only go on there one way. And this pretty well has to run front to back parallel with the car. If we take that off, you see these go side to side, so no, we can't move it to one of them and help our problem. I don't know, we're gonna drill a new hole and run it. All right, air fitting. Gotta get her hooked up first. Quick little plug and play. And then we're gonna pop this baby down into place. Relax. Let me drop her down here. Get on in there. That's just a locator tab, guys. That actually sitting up there and sitting in that pocket, just how that spring used to do, is what actually holds your weight. These tabs actually bend a little bit over time because as you get the weight on there, it'll start to bend a little bit here as that matches up to that just perfect. At least in my little bit of experience. Now as I pick up on this, you can see that locates that right in the lower spring mount. We're clearance in for our bag, which is good. Like I said, this don't just quite line up. We need to drill a hole about right here. Right there, so I can look up and know we need to go right there. Just don't hit your airbag. I don't see nothing wrong with that. Now, if we were going in for good, guys, what we're gonna do is take that clamp off, flip it backwards, and then boom, it'll all clamp down together. But for a little mock-up action like what we're doing, we're not gonna worry about that clamp. Again, that's just a locator tab to hold that in there. And guys, it's as easy as that right there. We have now simply bolted airbags where a coil spring used to be. Now, if we full build this thing, when we have the body off, I may go ahead and drill those holes up there. And I'm sure you could drill it from the bottom too, but we'll worry about that later. I don't even think you probably have to have it. Hook up our air supply here. And for now, I just kind of fish that along. We got her tied together with a T right there. Let's try putting a little air to her. These fittings are crappy. You caught me. So they're leaking. That ain't this kit's fault. These are metric T's. That's all I got, and this is 1/4 inch line. So she don't quite exactly fit, but we'll get it. Either way, you seen it start to pick up. Oh yeah, you do. Little teaser. Woo-hoo! Yeah, baby. You want some? What do you mean, what am I doing? It's the tear down, stare down. I'm about to tear it down. You gotta stare at it so it knows it's about to be my little bitch. Let's get her shock out. Her lower shock bolts. Take off your lower shock bolts and then bump stop. These are crucial. Crucial. Good thing I just stripped that one. Golly! It's because there's 4 nuts up in there. 2 bolts and your bump stop's gone. Our brake line's no good, so we're gonna cut it out of here. If you're doing a running driving car, you may want to disconnect that. Or you can leave it connected, probably. To get your coil spring out though, you're gonna have to cut it. She wants to play hard to get? I can play that game. Pull your shock, and the party don't stop. Up next, we're doing a little digging. Gotta find our top ball joint nut. Cotter pin on the hardware, please. No, trying to bust a knuckle, ain't I? Found a cotter pin. Yep. Come with me. Right on your spindles, there's a flat spot right up there. Hold on. Right there. That's for you to beat on. See how that sucker came off of that? I broke free, so I'm gonna drop her down flush right there. Then we're gonna beat on that up there. Oh! At some point it popped. See our little gap's gone? I'm gonna put her jack stand underneath our arm there. So we'll bedoing the car up a little. And there's a lot of tension on that spring, so you want to be careful here, folks. I prefer to stand on the backside myself. Right, here's why you'd have to undo your brake line, because it can't stretch that far, can it? No, it cannot. Not unless you want to create some Bluetooth ones like we already did. All right, that's about as low as I can get that. So I'm actually gonna just pick up on the lift here. She's free. Where your shock used to go through. So she needs a 1/2 inch waller. Check. Bump stop holes need to go out to 3/8. I told you those were crucial, and here's why. Our lower plate here actually uses those to line us up. So I'm pretty sure we go with that slot towards the back. We'll start that bolt right there, then we'll get that one, and then we'll have to drill 2 new ones. Drill 1, drill 2, ta-da! Put our assembly together. 1 single bolt through there, 2 up there. Get your all thread started. This right here is going to bolt us in. This is going up through where we wallered the shock mount. It's cut at the proper angle. So it sits in here at the proper angle. I'm not gonna put our nylocks on for now. We're just gonna go regular old nut. Gotta fish this our airline around. Get that started first. Just push that up in there. Run your nut down. Easy, guys. It's easy. Now we just pick up on that, put our forward bolts back in, put a ball joint together, and we're gonna be done. Of course, if we were on a driver, you'd do your brake line and all that. Yeah. Now this 2500 bag, she'll have plenty of clearance. I put 2600s, the big ones, like we put on the back. I had those on the front of mine. They can fit too. They're a lot tighter. Coming down. I'm gonna go ahead and snug this just a little. And there you go, guys. You can see why I said it's not even worth trying to build that for spending the little bit of money. We're bagged on all four corners now. Now, of course, if you're going final go around, we'd be torquing stuff a little more. We'd be a little more concerned about running our airlines and stuff like that. But it's crazy how fast you can do one of these cars. Even if we were going together for the final time, it wouldn't take much more to finish out those little details. They should have paid me for that damn advertisement. We're gonna get our valve on the front. Now, as far as shock goes, a lot of people run just the factory shock, or in the factory shock location on the rear. For the front, you do have to run a shock relocation kit, or you can fab it up yourself. It usually comes off the back here, off of here, and goes down off your arm, moves your shock back here. Can't go to the front because you got all your steering nonsense. Well, well, well. Look who showed up.
The fastest mini truck in Pot County.
Oh, yeah, right. I got a whole bay over there that says otherwise. Take your choosing.
Take my whooping.
Yeah, which one? I like how the arsenal of just slammed, polished turds on steelies keeps getting thicker. Call the boys. Come on! They just start all. Randy comes pulling in.
Yeah. Bunch of polished turds.
That's what we're about to do to this one.
Yep.
Slick said he could be here about 3, guys, and y'all seen what it did on that little door. I'm gonna let him get after it. Yep. The front's buttoned up right on time. He said leave her on the left.
Save my back.
Here's Gary. You know what I know, Slick? Between all them truck drivers and CL and me, there ain't ever been more roundhouse overalls on people at this spot at one time ever.
Long time.
All damn day, I'm like, yeah, he's got good taste.
Well, here we go.
I can already see it.
Oh yeah.
Dude. Yes, sir.
That's got good patina too. I like that. I like that red in there.
Oh man, that red coming through is gonna look killer.
Now we're talking.
Oh yeah. So you got the blue and the red. We're gonna put the American flag on the roof of this rig and go slide it around or what? I'm on hard to get area duty. Thought if I got wild, I may get fired. Oh. Y'all wonder why I always put Slick to work buffing. He's got the easy job running that power tool. I'm kicking her old school, Mr. Miyagi. Wax on, wax off. Yes, sir.
He's kicking it old school because I can't trust him to handle the root machine.
Shut up, Slick. Let me just say, this is not the final buff job on this. We can polish this thing out quick with some trim missing here and there and all that. We'll get this thing shined up even more at some point. But for now, as I go around here, like even scrubbing on that chrome some with that compound and then giving it a quick wipe, that baby's got some shine left in her, I'd say. Yeah, even like that aluminum.
Yeah, it cleans up.
Just cleaning on it real quick.
Pretty crazy, like how far this thing was down in the dirt and like the chrome isn't actually.
There's no reason for this thing to be sitting in a junkyard.
As I see this side.
Don't point out the flaws.
That's weird though. Why is it?
We're gonna blame that on Chevrolet.
They did a crappy job that day.
Bad chrome. Send them home.
They got one good spot that was good chrome. The rest is terrible.
I bet that spot shines too.
Hit her with the old compound.
Oh yeah, she's coming back. We don't leave out the details on the build around here, guys. Dang. She'll shine. That's her good side. That's her not so good side. So there we go. There's the speed buff. Like I said, we'll make her a little nicer in the front. I didn't even think we were going to get that far this go around. Tire shop's about to close, but I just talked to him. He said, bring them on. He'll get me taken care of. Woo! She gonna look good. Rattle can steelies looking good with our white walls. These baby here mounted up, balanced out nice and good. And then we can't get too lucky. Our last Dorman steely here, she's nice and bent. He tried to do that on this new fancy machine and it told him stop. Bent wheel detected.
We're on the old analog machine, we get her figured out.
Yeah, but on the one that can't detect that kind of stuff. The direct, no detect. Yeah, it's spinning going wah, 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 wah.
Dang, those lights look cool.
Perfect little shop truck, except for the clinking C-knot.
Just turn the radio up louder, you can't hear it.
That's the plan. Oh, baby. Is this happening? It's happening. Well, the work's done, guys. I ain't gonna show it to you until tomorrow when we get some sunlight on her, but I'll say for a 2-day turnaround, she ain't looking too shabby. Well, what do you think, guys? There she is. I'd love to talk to you about it out here, but it's extremely windy again. So let me get this thing aired up and we'll get her back in the shop. Maybe we'll talk about it. She lifts up pretty high, don't she? Even the back still slow, there ain't as much weight. Guys, check this thing out. I couldn't help it, had to pop dog dishes on there too. So the 61 cap seemed to fit those wheels really good. If you like the full cap, these are from like a Buick Invicta, like 1960. I think these are super cool too. And that's what's cool about this car is with it, you have options. Obviously, you could bolt on anything besides a steely. If you wanted to keep a steely, you could even go with like a black spider cap in the center and just leave a full black steely with a spider cap with the wide whites. And I don't think any of them are gonna look bad. Now, I said at the beginning of this video that we were gonna give this car away. And guys, that's gonna happen. Well, the possibility's there. I said if it would hit 500,000 views, we would give it away. So, if it hits 500,000 views, we'll give it away. I was actually gonna wait to do that till we could look the car over and I could make sure it was a decent car. I don't want to give someone a total rust bucket, and this thing is not that. She needs minimal rust work, a little bit of trim work. She may have some bad glass. The motor is definitely locked up. The interior is so disgusting, Theo would not get inside of it. And with all that being said, this thing is a great car, guys. I'm so glad we snatched it up out of the salvage yard. It definitely did not need to be there rotting away. I just want to know what y'all think down below. Let me know, guys. Again, not bad for a day's worth of work to give it a mock-up, give you an idea of what the car's basically going to look like. It'll shine a little more. It'll have some trim on it, but this gives you a really good idea of what kind of patinaed Puddins Fab Shop built cruiser you could have the possibility of winning. Like I said, if you want to help this video do that, the way you do that is you share it with folks and everything, but you also just watch the full video. The retention time's going to go up. YouTube's going to recognize that. They're going to help push this video to 500,000 quicker than y'all can, I promise you. If retention time stays up. So we'll see, guys. I appreciate you being here. I hope you're excited about this thing. I know I'm freaking love it. Slick is in love with this thing too. After yesterday, he was like, "Oh, baby." I'll tell you what, if you're go around town and run around with your buddies and have a good time type of guy, I had a 64 four-door on air ride back in the day, and that's what me and my buddies took around, and we had a blast in it. This thing has the potential to be a good time with your buddies, haul your kids to church. That's what I should be promoting. If you've turned your life around, you need this to haul your family down to your local church. So let's get this video to 500,000 views and see what happens, huh? Let's get buck nasty on it. Now the deal will be, I'll build the car like I'm building it for myself, and then when I get done with it, that's how I'll give it away. So let me know. Puddins.fab.shop.com for that good quality merchandise, guys. If we do a giveaway on this, it will be one where you can buy merchandise for more entries or whatever. We've never done one of those, but building a car from nothing is not cheap. So it's gotta pay for itself at least. But hey, we'll cover that bridge if we ever even make it there. Puddins.fab.shop.com for the good quality merchandise, guys. We appreciate all the support there. That keeps dreams like this possible and happening. And I cannot thank y'all enough for support over the years. Puddins Fab Shop, already said that. I'm on the Facebooker, Instagrammer, blah, blah, blah. Who gives a crap? My brain's fried. I've been scrubbing white walls for too long. I think the chemicals got to me. See the trail of blue goop? You don't want to be huffing on that blue goop. I will see y'all in the next one. However, do not forget, sitting on your ass will not finish your project. We'll see y'all in the next one. Hot damn. This could be one of y'all's. I may even leave the rats in it for y'all. My wife's staring at me, make a passionate rub on this bumper, and is definitely thinking, what the hell?